So do you have social phobia or social anxiety? In this video, I'm talking about the exact differences between them. All that's coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aspie world. My name is Dan. I have autism, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia, and I make weekly videos on autism and mental health. So if you're new around here and you'd like to learn more, remember to hit that subscribe button by clicking on the notification bell down below. If you're watching on Facebook, be sure to give this page a follow. And if you're watching on Instagram, make sure to give this page a follow to see more autism content daily. Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Aspie world, the place where we think differently daily. What is going on? Different thinkers. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to say that if you want to get your hands on my very own free Autism Life Hacks PDF book, you can do at autismhacks.net. Completely free, just for you, from me. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so social phobias or social anxiety. How do you know the difference, right? It's an interesting concept. So a lot of people will have social phobias and a lot of people will have social anxiety. But is there a difference, and how do you know the difference? So first off the bat, yes, there is a difference. There's a difference between having a phobia and having anxiety, just straight off the bat, right? And there are many differences between them. Now, I've listed out 3 differences between them, really, that we'll go through in this video. The 2 conditions are completely separate. Social phobia and social anxiety, 2 different things. So they do act in different ways and they do impact the mental health of a person in different ways as well. So I'm going to go through those and break them down right now. If you want to leave me a comment about anything to do with this and you have something to say, pop it in a comment down below. I read every one. That'd be super awesome. Okay guys, so the first one is a phobia versus an anxiety. Now, a phobia comes from a deep-rooted fear that is caused by trauma, right? Now, this could be historical or fantasy. So you could actually have had historical trauma which would cause you to have a deep-rooted phobia, or you could have like a fantasy, like you could have had a dream about something that scared you, or you could have invented something in your head that would cause you to have this phobia. Anxiety is a mental health condition caused by a misguided reaction to an issue. So mental health issues like anxiety is like it's having the reaction you're getting to being somewhere is having a miscommunication within the brain, which is causing you to have an anxiety about it rather than a relationship of understanding with it. Whereas a social phobia would be something that was caused by trauma or past trauma beforehand. So you can see how an anxiety is more of a mental health condition, but like a phobia is more of a trauma-based mental health condition. So they are both mental health conditions, but phobia acts from a fear of something, where anxiety gives you an anxious, nervous feeling because it can't understand or compute the kind of chaos or the situation that one is presented in. This is really, really interesting, and I love talking about this stuff. Now, number 2 is therapy. So hypnosis therapy can work for social phobias along with kind of medication and other bits and pieces, right? But social anxiety will need stuff like CBT and other kind of psychological kind of therapies to improve it, because when you're dealing with a phobia, you can set a phobia off with using things like for instance, the hypnotherapy and that kind of stuff. So you can offset, a phobia by doing different types of therapy, especially hypnotherapy and talking and counseling therapy. Whereas anxiety, because it's a mental health condition caused by misguided interactions from issues, more kind of like behavioral therapy and psychotherapy will be used to improve that condition. And I don't think you can ever really get away from the anxiety. You can improve it, but you can get away from a phobia, which I find really, really interesting. Okay, so number 3 is fear versus reaction. A social phobia is a genuine fear of a social place or a social situation, right? But social anxiety is your body's kind of fight or flight response to a situation that makes you anxious. So when you have a genuine fear of something, it causes you to like you're absolutely terrified of something. But when you have an anxiety, you're nervous because there's something that's making you anxious about that situation. So there is something to be said that a fear versus reaction kind of social phobia is a fear and social anxiety is a reaction. And one is reaction based, the other one is fear based. And I suppose having a fear of something is a reaction to something, but there is a difference between them. Now, I suffer from a social anxiety perspective, just being the fact that I don't really understand people's intentions. Socializing can be quite difficult with people, especially new people that I've never met before, and also social settings like shopping centers, shopping malls, all that kind of stuff can be very difficult for me. But in terms of social phobias, I don't think I have a social phobia because I have nothing to be scared of in terms of like a fear factor in a social environment. That being said, guys, if you think this video can help someone and educate them, please share it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.